You are listening to The Vocal Technologist. Spoken tech for your ears.
Welcome back to The Vocal Technologist. It's Web3 Wednesday, and while we often talk decentralized tech today, well, we're hitting some crucial InfoSec developments that touch everything digital. We've been looking at some pretty compelling stuff this week, some of it, frankly, a bit unsettling. So yeah, grab your coffee, maybe settle in.
Okay, let's unpack this, see how it all connects.
Absolutely. What's fascinating here is how these incidents, they really paint a picture, don't they? It's about the tech, sure, but also the people, the organizations behind it. It's just such a dynamic space. Constant vigilance is, well, it's key.
That vigilance, yeah, that really hits home with this first one.
Yeah.
The Business Council of New York State. Huge data breach. We're talking, what, 47,000 people affected?
Yeah, and the kind of data. It's the sensitive stuff. Full names, social security numbers, birth dates, financials.
E-signatures even.
Yeah.
But here's the kicker for me. It happened in February.
And wasn't spotted until August 4th. That's a long time.
Nearly 6 months. So what does this all mean? Like, what's going on with detection if things slip through for that long? It's a huge concern, and it definitely echoes other ongoing problems, like the XZ-Utils backdoor, CVE 2024-3094. Remember that one?
Yeah.
Super severe. Lets an attacker, with the right key, just walk past SSH authentication.
And execute commands as root, right? Basically, game over for that system.
Pretty much. Complete control.
Okay, and here's where it gets really interesting. Or maybe alarming is the better word. We found over 35 Docker Hub images still have this vulnerability.
Still. Wow.
And Debian. They've decided not to remove them. They're saying low exploitation risk and archival continuity.
That sounds risky. Especially, like you said, with automated CI/CD pipelines following things accidentally.
Exactly. It feels like rolling the dice.
It really is. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, this is that classic supply chain security tension, isn't it? Convenience versus critical risk. Organizations just have to check, make sure they're on XZ-Utils 5.6.2 or later. It's basic hygiene at this point.
Right. So while we're patching old holes, the attackers are, well, they're innovating too. Like this noodle file stealer malware, it just got an upgrade. Now it's doing these really targeted copyright phishing scams.
Targeting who specifically?
Enterprises, big social media presence, especially Facebook. It's designed just to grab browser data, logins, your digital keys, basically.
And speaking of evolving threats, that pipe magic malware. Kaspersky and BI Zone track its changes from 2022 through, well, projecting into 2025. We're seeing it pop up in fake ChatGPT apps now. Saudi Arabia, Brazil seem to be targets.
Fake ChatGPT apps, that's sneaky.
Very. And it's using a new vulnerability, CVE 2025-29824, for privilege escalation. Plus, it's got better modules now. Asynchronous communication, moving sideways by dumping LSAS memory.
Grabbing credentials from memory to spread. Nasty stuff.
Exactly. Getting better at hiding and spreading.
Okay, it sounds pretty bleak, but there are smart defensive moves too. We saw a cool idea for malware analysis on AWS. Basically, you set up an isolated EC2 instance, totally cut off from the internet.
A proper sandbox.
Right. Use AWS Systems Manager Session Manager for access, S3 gateway endpoints to pull in the malware samples safely.
Keeping it contained.
And then just watch everything with CloudTrail and GuardDuty. You can detonate the malware, see what it does without risking anything real. Pretty clever setup.
That is smart. Using the cloud's own tools to build a secure analysis environment. I like it.
Now, shifting gears a bit. Something causing maybe less direct threat, but definitely some pain. A bit of a wallet-wrecking tragedy, perhaps. AWS Kiro pricing.
Oh, yeah, I saw the noise about that. What happened exactly?
Huge change. They went to this weird split request model. Suddenly, monthly bills are jumping from maybe negligible amounts to like $550, even up to nearly $2,000.
Whoa. That's not a small adjustment.
Not at all. It makes things like Amazon Q, $40 for $3,000 requests look really appealing all of a sudden. Big strategy rethink for devs.
Definitely changes the calculation. Okay, and on the policy front, something shifted with the UK government and Apple, right?
Yeah, interesting development. The UK basically dropped its demand for Apple to create backdoor access into encrypted iCloud data.
And that was due to U.S. pressure, I read.
Seems like it played a big role. And this raises an important question. That whole global balancing act.
Between national security and individual privacy. And the tech, the encryption itself.
Exactly. It's a constant push and pull. No easy answers there.
Never is.
Wow. Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground. Breaches, these stubborn vulnerabilities like XZ, new malware tricks.
The pipe magic evolution noodle file?
Then the strategic defense ideas, the cloud pricing shock, and even major policy shifts on encryption.
It really shows how interconnected everything is and how fast it all moves.
Absolutely, constant change.
And I think if we connect this to the bigger picture, it underlines that cybersecurity isn't, a destination. You don't just get secure. It's a process. Continuous, adaptive, needs constant thinking, constant engagement. The landscape just keeps shifting under our feet.
Couldn't agree more. So here's something to maybe mull over this week. Thinking about your own systems, your own digital footprint. What overlooked vulnerability, maybe something small, might be lurking there right now, just waiting. Something to ponder until the next Web3 Wednesday here on the Vocal Technologist.
Spoken Tech for your ears.